Welcome to chapter 11, lesson 1. Let's start today with our new chapter, rational expressions and functions. Today, we will just start with lesson 1. We'll learn how can we simplify rational expressions. Now, what is an expression? We say that expression like x plus 1, x squared minus 1. We talk about radical expression, which is square root of x minus 1. This is a radical expression. We talk about linear expression, quadratic expression. Today, we will talk about a new type of expression, which is rational expression. If you have polynomial over polynomial, and we know what is the polynomial, we have a rational expression. So if you have x over x minus 1, so if you have as x minus 1 over x squared as an example, or x squared minus 1 over x cubic minus 3, or x plus 2 over x squared plus 2. Since we have a polynomial over polynomial, this type of expressions, we call it rational expression. In this lesson now, we will learn how can we simplify the rational expression. To simplify it here, we must know, as we know before, when we go, let's go back to grade 5 or 6. When you have a fraction, numerical fraction, like 3 over 5. Okay, 3 over 5 and 3 over 9. Which is the most simplified form?
3 over 5.
3 over 5. Is it not 3 over 9? Why? Because if you look at 3 over 9, I can simplify it. The common factor here is not 1. We have a common factor of 3. That's if I divide up by 3 and the denominator by 3, I will get 1 over 3. Then there's no common number. There's no common factor. That's I will divide them by 1 and 3, and I get a simplified one. So that's why I will say 3 over 9 is not the simplified one, but 1 over 3 is the simplified one, and 3 over 5 is the simplified one. As we did in the numerical fractions, we have to do here in the rational expression. We must know that if we have it like x minus 1 over x squared as an example, there's no common factor between the numerator and the denominator, so I will say that this is the simplified one. Now, let's see now here, how can we simplify it? Let's look at this example here. Now, when you have to simplify, you can take a common factor or factorize it. If you have a quadratic expression, you can, or quadratic equation, you have to factorize it. Or take a common factor. These are the most common way to simplify the rational expression. Now, we have an x minus 1 over 5x minus 5. If you look at the numerator here, it is the simplified. There's keep it as x minus 1. Now look at 5x minus 5. What's the common factor here? How did you know? Let's take 5x and take 5 here. Write the factors of 5x. We have 5 and x. Here we have 5. So what is the common between them here? We have 5x and 5. What is the common factor? It is 5. Is it right? Is it right to grade 8 here?
Yes, teacher.
Yes. So I will take 5 here as a common factor. I will open the brackets like this. Then from 5x, now let's go to 5x. When I take 5, what I have now in remains? I have x.
X.
Minus When I take 5, what I have here?
Nothing.
Oh yeah, you can say
Nothing.
1.
0.
No,
0.
1.
Or 1.
Not, it must be 1. Don't put 0.
Okay.
So then after that, look at them here. X minus 1 over 5 times x minus 1. Let's now cancel. Since we have now a common factor, which are x minus 1, we can cancel them. So here we have 1 over 5. So when you're canceling them, the simplified form here is 1 over 5. This is a way here how to simplify the rational expression. The first step, you have to look at the numerator and the denominator. Think about it. How can I simplify x minus 1? It's already simplified. So let's look out 5x minus 5. It's not simplified. I can take a common factor, which is 5. When I take it here, I have between brackets x minus 1. Then after simplified, I found that here I can simplify it as 1 over 5. If you look at 1 over 5, it's the simplified one, so I have to stop here.
Teacher, how 5 and 5, you made 5 square root x minus 1, teacher, yes. So you took the common factor, which is 5, and instead replaced 5 with 1, yes?
Yeah, here we have to say if we take 5, so it is already like 5 times 1. And here we have 5 times x times 1. And here 5 times 1 times 1, and so on. The one, it doesn't make anything, but it can help me. When I take 5, I have 1 here. That's I'll put it here. So when I cancel up with down, when I put in the denominator up, so what I have to put in the numerator?
1.
Since there's nothing, I have to put 1. Don't put 0, because 0, it's make the answer 0. It's change everything. You have to put 1.
Okay.
Okay. Now let's have another example to understand more and more. I know it's a new idea for you. Let's see now here. Let's solve A. 21a squared over 7a cubic. As we did before. Let's now try to simplify it as, look at 21. What are the two numbers? If you multiply, you get 21.
7 and 3.
7 and 3. And here we have a squared. So I have two a's. Down. I have 7 and a cubic. A.
3 squared.
A. A. Let's
Yes.
now simplify them. 7 with 7. A with A. A with A. So what did I have in the numerator?
I have 3 only.
In the denominator?
I have also
I have
I
A.
have
only.
A.
Exactly. So the simplified for here for the first one is 3 over A. Is it clear now?
yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
teacher.
Yeah.
Yes, teacher.
Let's do now B. In B here, we have 18d squared over 4d plus 8. Now, let's now try to simplify the above one here. Now give me the factors of 18.
The factor of 18 is 6 and 3.
And 3.
Yes.
They have 9 and 2.
Yes.
Which is 3 times 3 times 2.
Also 3 and 6.
Yeah, and 3 and 6, yes. So also here, 3 times 3 times 2 times d times d. So let's now write the simplified form for it. Now let's go down here. We have 4d plus 8. Now, as we see, the main thing here, if I multiplied like 18 times d squared, you can now cut it like this. But if you have a some plus sign between them, you cannot cut it. You have to factorize it or find the common factor. I will repeat. If I multiplied like a as an example, did you see here? I cut it. But if I have a plus sign between them, I can use the common factor, or I can use I have to factorize it, as we learned before in the previous chapters in the first semester. So let's now, here we have 4d and 8. Let's put them here. Here we have 4d and here we have 8. Like this, put brackets, plus sign between them. Now, let's now write the factors of 4d. What did we have? Since we have 4 times d, they are multiplied. So I can cut them. I can factorize them into 2 times 2 times d. And 8. 2
4
times
times
2 times 2. Is it right?
Yes.
Now, what is the common factor here?
2.
2 and 2. They are 4. Yani.
4.
So I have to put 4 here outside. Then, let's now go to the first row here. When I take 4, what we have here?
D.
We
D
have
and 2.
I have to put here D. And here
2.
2.
Bravo. So after that, now I write it as like this. Then I want, after I factorize the numerator and the denominator, I want now to check if I have, or if can I simplify the numerator and the denominator. Can I simplify them now?
Yes.
Yes, bravo. With 2 over 2 is 1. Here we have 2. So how to factorize it now? We say that we have 9, 3 times 3, which is 9, d squared over 2 times d plus 2. And you can multiply them now like 9d squared over 2d plus 4. Is it clear?
Yes, teacher. Yes, miss.
Okay, let's solve now C. Two n minus 3 over 6 and minus 9. As I told you, they are not multiplied here. They have a plus or minus sign. When we have a plus or minus sign, I can find the common factor or factorize it. Here now we have an 2n and 3. I took 2n and 3. Now look at them here. We have 2 times n, and here we have 3. What is the common factor here?
Nothing, miss.
Nothing. So keep it as it is. It is already simplified. Now look at 6n minus 9.
3 is a common factor.
Yeah, bravo. So here we have 6n and 9. 6n, it is 2 times 3 times n. And here we have 3 times 3.
And 3.
So the common factor here is a 3. Now let's go to the first row. When I take a 3, what I have here, what is the numbers or variables are left?
2n.
2n, bravo. 2n minus what?
3.
Bravo. Then after that, yeah, bravo, Yara. Then after that here, we have 2n minus 3 over 3 times 2n minus 3. Can I simplify now?
Yes, teacher.
Yes.
Yes. I can cancel this. They are the same. So here, when I have in the denominator 3, and what do I have in the numerator?
It'll be 1.
1. Bravo.
1.
Is it clear?
Yes, teacher.
Yes, miss.
Now let's solve D. Now, before I solve D, I want to give you 1 minute or 2 minutes. Think about it before we solve it.
Miss,
Yes.
your voice is lagging.
Why? Oh no, really?
I don't know, maybe because of the internet connection, but it's a little bit lagging.
I don't know.
Okay, I will see again.
What?
I will see again.
Okay. The others, did you see my voice lagging? Did you hear my voice lagging?
No,
No, teacher.
Maybe heard it from you. Yeah, now so think about number letter D here. Think about it, how to solve it.
Teacher, I don't know how I solve it, but can if I the final answer be not a fraction, like an expression?
Listen, yes. Yeah, let's start to solve it now here. We have, is there anyone to solve it to get the final answer?
Miss, I
Teacher,
got like 3
Yes.
multiplied to 26c squared plus 91 over 2c squared plus 7.
Teacher, I got 13C.
13C.
I got 13 plus 13c.
Teacher, me too. I got 13 plus 3.
What did you get, Nada?
I got 13 plus C in the power 2.
No, who said 13C? Dana, is it right?
Yes, miss.
Thank you, Dana. This is the correct answer.
How? So I got 13 plus 13c. Oh, wait, no.
Yeah, wait a minute. Let's see this one here. Here we have 26. Not D, sorry. C cubic plus 91C. Now, what you have to do here? Let's look at the first term and the second term. Write them here. Now then, I want now to think about a factors that of the 26. What are the factors of 26? 2 and 13.
13 and 2.
Yeah. And here we have C cubic, so that's mean I have 3 C's. Now look at 91. Now, what are the factors of 91?
7, 13.
7 and 13, bravo. And C. So what is the common factor here? 13.
13
And what?
C.
And C, bravo.
C, yeah.
So, in the numerator here, I have to write 13C up. Open the fraction, the brackets here. When I remove 13C, what did I have in common?
2c squared and
2c
7.
Yeah, so
2c squared.
the left here is 2c squared plus
Square
plus
Seven.
what?
plus 7.
Plus
7.
7. Bravo.
7.
Over 2c
2c
squared plus 7.
plus
Plus
7.
7.
Then, after they canceling each other now, I have here 13c.
C.
Okay, teacher.
It's the same as my answer.
Bravo. Now, let's solve problem number 2. In problem number 2 here, we have to simplify a rational expression that's containing a trinomial. What is a trinomial? Trinomial, like x squared, it's like a quadratic equation. It's like a quadratic expression. So here now, what is the simplified form of 3x minus 6 over x squared plus x minus 6? Here now you have 3x minus 6 over x squared plus x minus 6. Now if you look at the numerator, in the numerator here I have an linear, you can say, or binomial expression that I just take the common factor, I will factorize it. It's very easy. If you see like 3x minus 6, I have plus or minus sign between them, just take the common factor. If I can. If I cannot, keep it as it is. If there are multiplied, try to simplify it. So here, look at the numerator. What do I have in the numerator? I have a 3x minus 6. So I have a binomial here. Let's take a common factor, as I told you. So we have 3x, we have 6. Let's factorize them here. For 3x, I only have 3 times x. For 6, what did I have? 3 times
3
and 2. Bravo. So what is the common factor here?
is 3.
3.
3.
So I will put 3 here. Then I will open the brackets. When I take 3, what is left?
X.
X.
Minus
X.
And here, what is the
Minus
left?
2.
Minus 2.
2.
Bravo.
Minus 2.
minus 2 minus.
Bravo. Now, so for the numerator, it's very easy. Now look at the denominator. In the denominator here, we have a trinomial. I want now to factorize it. Did you remember now in the previous chapters, in chapter 8, when
Yes,
we learned how can we factorize
It will be 3 and
the
2.
numerators? What we have to do, we have open 2 brackets here.
X
Then,
minus 2.
since we have a minus sign, so that's mean we have 1 minus and 1
One
plus. X, X.
minus 2.
Then, now let's factorize 6 here. 1 minus and 1 plus. If you add them, you get plus 1. What are the factors of 6? Negative 3 plus 2 or
Yes.
positive 3 and negative 2. Now which 2 pair of factors? If you adding them, you get plus 1.
Negative 3 plus 2.
Plus 3 minus 2. Bravo.
Plus 3 minus 2.
So minus 2 plus 3. Then after that, now here. Can I simplify?
Yes. X minus 2, X minus 2.
Bravo. X minus 2 with X minus 2. Then what I have in the numerator here?
3.
3. And in the denominator?
X
X plus 3.
X
Bravo.
plus 3.
X plus 3. Now can I factorize it here?
No.
No.
No. Don't
Yeah.
say yes. We
Yes.
cannot. No, we cannot
Yes,
cancel
no,
3
no,
with
no.
3. They are added. No. So we have to stop here.
Oh.
The simplified one is 3 over X plus 3. Let's have now another example here. 2x minus 8 over x squared minus 2x minus 8. Now, when you look at the numerator,
It will be 2 and then
you have to,
bracket.
bravo, you have to take 2, open the brackets, x minus
4.
4, bravo.
4.
Here, you can say, just take a 2. Now you are common. Yeah, I mean that you are common with them. So you take, if you take 2, just take in your mind, divide 2x by 2, you have x. Divide 8 by 2, you have 4. Now down
Okay.
here, we have an x squared minus 2x minus 8. So let's open 2 brackets here. X squared minus 2x minus 8. Why is minus? And 1 is a plus. Now I want to write the factors of 8 with 1 is minus and 1 is a plus. When you add them, you get minus 2. Now what are the factors of 8?
4 and 2.
4 and 2.
Negative 4
4 and
and 2.
So let's try. Negative 4 plus 2.
Negative 2.
Yes,
Negative 2. So that's it. So let's take negative 4 and positive 2. Then I simplify
X minus 4, yes.
this with others. So I have now 2.
Then we'll stay 2 over 6, the x plus 2.
X plus
Bravo.
2.
Bravo, Huda. 2 over x plus 2.
Yes.
Yeah, let's now. So, oh, is it clear?
Yeah.
Yes, teacher, thank you.
Yes, miss.
Yeah.
It's clear.
Bravo. Now let's solve B. A squared minus 3a plus 2 over 3a minus 3. Yes, Huda. Look at the numerator here.
A to the power 2.
We will factorize it, teacher. Instead
Yeah.
of making it in the denominator,
Yeah.
it will be
So yes, Huda, now give me here, as you see here, we plus sign. And since we have a plus sign and a minus here, so that's mean we have an A, and minus, minus.
Minus.
Now, yes, Huda, now give me 2 factors that they are negative. If you add them, you get negative 3. And if you multiply them, you get positive 2.
2 by 1.
Exactly. Bravo. 2 and 1. If you multiply negative 2 by negative 1, you get positive 2. And if you add them, you get negative 3. So,
3.
2 and 1. Thank you, Huda. Now, let's see Yara.
Yes.
Yes, Yara. Here we have 3a and 3. Let's now find the common factor. 3a, they are 3 times 1.
And then A.
Bravo. And in the here,
3.
3. What is the common factor?
3.
3. Bravo. So we have to put the 3 as a common factor. Now, if you take a 3 from the first row, what did you have left? What is the left here? A. Bravo. Minus.
3.
No, here there's nothing, so you have to put 1.
Okay.
Bravo. Then after that, what you have to do then?
Then A minus 1 goes with A minus 1.
Bravo, they are simplified. So what did we have now? A minus 2
A
over.
minus 2 over 3.
Thank you, Yara. Thank you so much.
3.
Bravo.
Yeah.
Is it clear?
Yes, teacher.
Yes, miss.
Okay.
Yes, teacher.
Now let's go to C. Here we have 6z plus 12 over 2z squared plus 7z plus 6. Think about it. I'll give you 1 minute here.
Miss,
Yes.
here in the denominator, it is like ax plus b
Yeah.
plus like.
أيوة yeah.
Okay.
Yes, Jude. Did you find it clear? Is it clear with you?
Yes, teacher, it's easy.
Alhamdulillah. Okay.
Teacher, I have a question.
Yes, Nada.
We solved C and send it to you, right?
Yeah, yes, I prefer. I want to see your solving. Now, for Nada, Basmala, Dana, Farah, Huda, Jana, Jude, Nada, Sarah, and Yara, you have a +1 in the first quiz. Okay, I copy your names. Okay, you have a bonus 1 mark at the first quiz.
Thank you so much, Miss.
Thank you,
Thank you,
teacher.
Thank you,
so
teacher.
much.
Miss, I sent it my answer.
Teacher, I send it in the chat. It's okay.
Okay, yeah. Bravo, Nada. It's true.
Teacher, just a minute, I'm solving it.
Okay, I'm waiting you.
Me too.
Which one should I solve again?
C.
Okay.
Teacher, I didn't know how to solve it.
Teacher, the numerator I found it, but the denominator no.
Miss, the problem with me that I forgot how to deal
too,
with
the denominator.
Type. Okay, yeah, let's solve it now. Here now we have
Me
look
too,
at the
but I have a
numerator.
little problem.
Sorry, Huda.
I have a little problem with that.
Yeah, okay. Let's start now here with the numerator. Here, as you see in the numerator, let's take 6 as a common factor because we have 6z and 12. So we have as 6 times z. Here we have 6 times 2. So the common factor here is 6. So what did we have near left? We have z
plus 2.
plus 2, sorry. Now,
Z plus 2.
let's look at the denominator here. We have 2z squared plus 7z plus 6. You have to put 2 factors. Then, what did we say before? We say that we have to multiply a times c, which are 12. Then, I have to write the factors of 12. And since we have a plus sign here, so we have both of them have a positive. So what are the factors of 12? If you add them, you get 7.
3
6
times
plus
4.
3 and
Yeah,
4.
3
3 and 4, bravo.
plus 4.
3 and 4. So we have a 3 and 4. Then after that, then so I will write now as 2z squared, and instead of writing 7z, I have to write it 4z plus 3z, because I told you that 4 multiplied by 3 is 12, and adding them is 7 plus 6. Then after that, let's take 2 here as a common factor. Oh, 2z, sorry.
It will be teacher 2, and we still have
So we have z plus 2.
plus 2.
And here, what did we have? Take 3 as a common factor.
3 bracket z plus 2.
Bravo.
Z plus
2.
Yes.
Then take a z plus 2 as a common factor.
We have 2z plus 3.
2z plus 3. Bravo. So here, the two common factors are z plus 2 and 2z plus 3. Can you remember it now?
I understand it.
Yes, teacher, now I remembered it. 2z plus 3, yes.
Then we have to simplify z plus 2 with z plus 2. So we have a 6 over 2z plus 3.
Over 2z plus.
Is it clear now?
Yes, thank you, teacher.
Yes,
Yes,
miss.
teacher.
But I have a question.
Yes,
Why
teacher.
here you put z plus 2, then z 2z plus 3?
Here, take z plus 2 as a common factor. Let's take them. When you remove, take them, take one of them here, choose one of them, put it here. Then you will remove them. What did you have? 2z plus 3.